By 1974, Bowie's already been Ziggy, Stardust, Aladdin, Sane, Halloween Jack. He's got more alter egos than most people have pairs of socks. And yet somehow he has the audacity to write a song about identity, specifically about not knowing who you are or what you're supposed to be. The result is a riff that's so good it makes guitarists want to quit, a song so catchy it became a glam rock love letter, and allegedly a dig at his own personal guitarist who had just walked out the door. This is Rebel Rebel, and there's a lot going on here. So let's dive in. By 1974, Bowie was already a reformed one-hit wonder. Space Oddity had made him briefly famous in the late 60s before he disappeared again, as Bowie did, and then came roaring back as the most theatrically unhinged frontman in rock music. Each persona more committed to the last, but Bowie had a habit of killing his characters before they killed him, and by Diamond Dogs he was done with the glam. He was trying to make a concept album based on George Orwell's 1984. Dystopian, cinematic, the lot. Orwell's estate said absolutely not. So Bowie kept the dystopian vibes that he wanted, but just made it about something that he knew intimately well. Nightclubs. Diamond Dogs is Bowie's glam rock vision of a crumbling future, and Rebel Rebel was the parting shot. Now the riff. That riff. Bowie claimed it came from his school days, the thing young guitarists would play in music shops to show off. An air guitar riff before air guitar was even a concept. Part of its DNA quite clearly comes from Mark Bolan and his outfit T-Rex. The two came from very opposite directions but ended up on the exact same road. In fact, at a VH1 Storytellers performance, Bowie introduced Rebel Rebel by talking about meeting Bolan for the first time, which tells you something about where his head was at. This is a song in conversation with glam rock's entire bloodline. The song's so good it sounds effortless, but it wasn't. Bowie spent nearly an hour in the room with session guitarist Alan Parker, working on the riff until it was exactly right. Here's the bit that no one talks about that much. Mick Ronson, the legendary lead guitarist who'd been Bowie's right-hand man through the Ziggy years, had just left the band. And session guitarist Alan Parker, sitting there helping craft this very Rolling Stones-esque flavoured riff, had a theory. He recalled Bowie saying, "I've got this riff, and it's a bit Rolling Stonesy. I just want to piss Mick off a bit." So there's a real possibility that one of the most celebrated guitar riffs in history might have been written out of spite, which is honestly the most rock and roll origin story imaginable. Bowie didn't just write a breakup song, he wrote a breakup riff. Mick Ronson, for what it's worth, as we know, went on to have an incredible career and probably felt quite confused and conflicted when he heard the song. Rebel Rebel was Bowie's farewell to glam. Within a year he'd been recording Young Americans, Philadelphia Soul, Slick Suits and a whole new wardrobe of identities. Bowie moved from genre to genre the same way that people move from identity crisis to identity crisis. Every tour, every era, no matter how far Bowie pushed all of these personas, Rebel Rebel always stayed in the set list. Not because it's about a genre, but because it's about refusal to be pinned down, to be told what you are and to fit neatly into someone else's idea of you. Which, when you think about it, is the most Bowie message imaginable. Written by a man who invented his own replacement long before the audience was bored of the original. So, a school days riff, a spat with his departing guitarist, a fouled George Orwell adaptation, and a lightning bolt across his face. That's Rebel Rebel. That's Bowie.